You were wrong if you believed you know Rose McGowan. There wasn't much space for interpretation in her most recent private photo session. Before continuing to scroll, make sure you're by yourself. Next, walk me through each frame. You may even gasp at the end. As Tatum, Riley, and Scream, Rose initially drew our attention. Later, she was charmed and honored for her courage. She has a reputation for criticizing the status quo. She is now using her body language to make a strong and straightforward statement. In the first photograph, Rose is standing in a well-lit loft with her arms folded just enough to cover her chest, yet her posture actually obscures nothing. Every curve of her torso is illuminated by the morning light streaming in through the tall windows. Her hips are elevated, her waist is tastefully lined, and her shoulders are placed firmly. You get the impression that something holy is happening, and it's sincere and pure. You enter a basic studio by scrolling down. One leg is bowed and the other is drooping as Rose sits on a marble table. Her upper body is nude except for a single silk sheet thrown across her hips. Every feature is brought to life by the contrast between the warm flesh and the cold stone. Supporters praised her bravery in the comments area, using statements like a masterclass in self-love, pure art, and Rose is fearless. They couldn't ignore it, according to critics. Here's a picture taken outside at night. Waves crash over Rose's ankles as she stands on a rocky beach. She assumes a strong posture by raising her arms above her head and arching her spine. Bare skin against the blazing sky, no top or bra. She looks at the camera with a calm, defiant attitude while the wind drips her hair into a tangled halo. It reminds us that vulnerability can be a superpower and is both poetic and potent. Wait for the showstopper if you think that's daring. Rose lies on a soft velvet sofa in a candlelit, dimly illuminated room. Her head rests on her hand while she lies on her side with her elbow up. Her entire upper body is bare, and a lovely lace robe falls around her feet. Every curve of her skin becomes a sculpture as it is lit by candles. It's an unguarded, raw, electric, and unforgettable moment of pure beauty. Rose reportedly worked with a small, reliable crew consisting of just one lighting assistant and her longtime photographer buddy to maintain a humble and dignified atmosphere behind the scenes. Don't use Photoshop or filters too much. She intended for the photos to capture decades of a life lived to the fullest, filled with victories, wounds, and every line full with joy and grief. What do you think then? Do you think Rose McGowan's daring series was encouraging or did it go too far? Feel free to leave a comment below, but keep it private. If you were moved by this glimpse into her personal life, please hit like and tell your friends who value bold art about this video. Here is a compilation of the year's most talked about celebrity photo shootings, along with a daring conclusion you won't want to miss behind closed doors. Click again. Be careful.